And we're back. This is Night Watchman News. We're looking at the Telegraph. Buyer's remorse for California's bullet train to nowhere. Okay, construction is expected to begin on this train later in this year in the middle of California's Central Valley near Merced, a town of 80,000 people known for having one of the highest home foreclosure rates in America. The plan calls for around 300 miles of track to be laid south of there over the next 10 years to reach the northern outskirts of Los Angeles. Amid disillusion over the cost and handling of the project, voters have now turned against what was supposed to become a symbol of state pride. Oh, those evil voters! Oh, those horrible polluting peasants are ruining all of our central statist plans to create this ridiculous train that nobody wants to ride because it's so expensive and so wasteful. I was listening to Adam Kokesh today on his great show. It's called Adam versus the Man, and he was talking about this bullet train to nowhere idea. First of all, this headline is total bullcrap. Buyer's remorse for California's bullet train to nowhere. Yeah, it's not buyer's remorse, folks. If the government steals your money and builds something totally worthless out of it, you just got screwed. You got ripped off. And what Adam Kokesh was saying is like, you don't get buyer's remorse when a mugger steals your money and just makes off with it and does whatever he does with it. That's not buyer remorse, that's theft. And that's exactly what this is centralized Keynesian economics trying to churn out these new central planning transportation ideas. Nobody is going to ride on this train. It's cheaper to ride a car from San Francisco to Los Angeles, and it actually produces less pollution because there's nobody riding on these trains. So you have this massive polluting crap train to nowhere. And I mean, California is just batting 1,000 on the statist dumb batting average because there's basically a mass exodus out of California right now because people can't stand stuff like this. They don't want to pay the high taxes. They don't want to pay the high prices for everything. They don't want to ride on the bullet train to nowhere. They're tired of being told what to do, and they're moving to other states where they can actually get jobs, make a living, and have the government leave them alone. Wake up, California. If there's any Californians out there listening to this broadcast, take back your state. It's a beautiful place. Take it back. Drive all these politicians out of town. They want to ban plastic bags, which is what they've done in LA, and try to turn everything into this green nightmare. Take it back, folks. Okay, and I can't believe that we're actually going to go there, but we're going to go there. Yes, we've got more cannibals in the news. I've been reporting on this for a while, and it's still happening. There's still more cannibals. I mean, I counted 5 instances of cannibalism last week, and now we've got more. And this is in the same neighborhood as the South Beach, Florida cannibal, the individual who bit into the other guy's face, the homeless guy's face. Excuse me. And this comes from, again, CBS Tampa, same place that reported on the bath salts issue. And yes, the reason why we're reporting on this is that they're blaming bath salts again for these cannibal attacks. They just won't get off the bath salts thing. Cannibal copycat, police say man high on bath salts threatened to eat officer. Oh no, don't eat me. Okay, so this guy, I guess attacked, just started flipping out at a local Boston market. CBS News reports that North Miami Beach police spotted De Leon, this is this guy, with Brian Yurden, 33, outside a Boston market on Saturday. The verbal fight reportedly blocked the entrance so no customers could enter or exit, according to police. He said "F you" to the cops, according to one of the police officers. And then he threatened to eat one of the cops, and then Let's see. When he was finally detained by police, De Leon would repeatedly bang his head against the plexiglass in the police car, yelling, "I'm going to eat you!" So I guess this is implied cannibalism. This guy didn't eat anybody, but he had to be put on with a bite mask and leg restraints like he's Hannibal Lecter or something like that. But this is where the reporting kind of gets off the rails with CBS Tampa. Upon being arrested, police would find De Leon to be in possession of rum and a Four Loko. When he was transferred to the hospital for blood testing, it was discovered that De Leon was under the influence of Cloud 9, which is a type of bath salts. Bath salts is the street name for this new designer drugs. It was falsely reported that it's like a very potent form of LSD, but it's not really like LSD at all. It's more like this, like, crazy hallucinogen amphetamine mixture. When he was transferred to the hospital for CBS News reports that his blood test also showed levels of Xanax and cannabis. The Daily Mail reports that De Leon's blood alcohol level was at 0.29. I mean, that is huge blood alcohol level, and he's got Xanax in his system, and there's cannabis in there. So this guy's high on weed, pills, and booze. But what this report goes after is the bath salts thing, because that's the most important thing. Never mind that alcohol kills more people than marijuana and bath salts every single year. Never mind that alcohol is responsible for all of these domestic violence attacks. No, bath salts are the new thing that we have to go after. And this is just the news agency working hand in glove with local police to drum up this drug war against these new drugs. So be aware of all this stuff. Read all these articles with a skeptical eye, okay? Whenever they talk about these new designer drugs. First of all, if this guy was on prescription drugs, which I guess he was, Xanax, we would never hear about it. How come the headline doesn't say guy high on Xanax tries to eat a police officer? You never hear about that. So, but we're wise to him. We know what's going on. Nice try there, though, CBS. Nice try. And we're just going to cover a couple more cannibal stories. Because we have to. Because they're everywhere. This is the zombie apocalypse, folks. I never thought we here at Night Watchman News would be reporting on the zombie apocalypse. But I guess that's how crazy the world is now. Like I said before in my previous broadcast, make sure to exercise your Second Amendment rights and pump a couple of rounds into the center of mass of these cannibals if you see one of these shambling zombie creatures coming towards you. So we've got more really disturbing news out of the Canadian cannibal. More body parts found in Grizzly, Canada murder. Oh, and this guy is just creepy. I mean, he's this gay porn actor that chopped up his roommate. His name's Luca Magnotta, although that's not his real name. And apparently there's a video of him chopping his roommate up with an ice pick, which I guess would take a long time to chop someone up, eating parts of his flesh, and performing sex acts on his body. So, and he put some of this stuff on YouTube. I thought YouTube vetted all of these videos, and they probably did, but the cops have possession of these videos. One cop said that the video is sordid. I mean, that's like the understatement of the year. This guy had blood all over his apartment, and now it's looking like they have other body parts inside of his apartment, so he could have killed more people. So this thing just gets bigger and bigger with this Luca Magnotta guy. What a freak. Finally, I'm just going to take you out with the final cannibal story. Wig theft suspect bit a store owner, says cops, police. So, my guess is that bitings happen a lot, but now with all the cannibalism in the news, bite attacks are just getting a lot of attention. This lady looks like she just got out of a mental hospital. Look at her hair. I guess she attacked somebody and bit her because she was accused of stealing a wig. Anyway, this is kind of what's going on in America right now. I was kind of complaining earlier to my girlfriend and saying, like, why are people still eating each other? Why do I have to keep reporting on this? I'm so tired of it. But hopefully the cannibals will chill out and we can just remain focused on the really important news articles. Not that this isn't important, but it's just not, it's more like news of the weird. It's not exposing the globalist agenda, which is really what we're all about here at Night Watchman. So anyway, that's all I got for now, guys. Thanks a lot for tuning in. We got a couple of long YouTube videos this time, but just go ahead and check them out. Remember, fight the New World Order, brothers and sisters. It's never too late to go after these snakes. Every single pus-filled, stinking lie that they have lies under a rock, and the truth is somewhere within that lie. And if we are astute enough, we can find this stuff out for ourselves. So question the government always. And never take the vaccines. Eat clean food, eat organic food, and get the fluoride out of your water. And refuse to be mind controlled by these scum. We are going to take America back. We are going to become a sovereign country once again. And it's going to take all of us fighting against this corporate, government, fascist, slave state that they want us to put up with. But we're not going to put up with it anymore because we are on fire with the wisdom of our founding fathers, and we will resist because resistance is patriotism, and we will always fight back. 1776, now and forever.